Hello there my YouTube friends and fans, welcome to Hobo Tough Life. This game sounds really silly, but it's actually a lot harder than you would expect. It's actually right up there with other hard survival games. It's very challenging and it can be frustrating, and it even has a button for rage quit because the devs knew that a lot of people probably will give up. But I'm not someone who gives up easily, so I wanted to give this game a good try. And I have to admit, I've tried this a couple times before, so I already know what to do here. And I actually just decided to restart, to have a fresh start and learn a lot of things, and I wanted to do things right. So you can play this solo or with friends. So here we are, we land in this pit right here. This is always where you start, and you have no idea why you're here. You literally just woke up and you find some loot right there. This one you can't take because you need a perk for certain loot. And then the first thing you have to do is make sure that you don't just go on a looting spree and forget about the day, because it will be night soon, and that's the hardest time to survive. So you go up here, this is hut, and you talk to Meisner, and you just chat with him, and you kind of ask him a bunch of questions. You kind of basically want to know why your head hurts, if there was a party or anything. He's like, no, I don't know. You know, this other guy knows, and then he tells you about a recipe that's called Lifebringer that actually gonna help you survive better. And so as you can see here in the journal now, I still have to find out why my head hurts, and I have to also get him some alcohol so he can show me the recipe for the Lifebringer, and I have to build a shelter, which is kind of like a given. So it's important that you talk to him first so you get some missions going, and then in between you can actually go and loot, but just make sure that you don't like just spend all day long looting, as tempting as this may be. And this is exactly where I made the mistake. I absolutely love looting games. I can just literally spend days just looting. And while I'm not a hoarder in real life, when it comes to survival, I'm quite a hoarder actually. So you find a lot of really good stuff here, but the problem is you really cannot just enjoy looting as much as you want to. So you kind of have to hurry up a little bit. And I already know that I find planks here, which is like something I'm pretty sure I need to build a shelter. And I know that the huts back there, there's nothing more there to find. People don't talk to you. Oh, I found 2 kettles. And then I just go and loot some stuff here. While I'm on the way to a guy that I know I need to talk to. Okay. I know there's some good stuff here. Wow, we found a pair of pants. And this one, oh, this is the car outside. I always forget. I can see it through the wall. Fabric is really good, obviously, because you can fix your clothes up, and you can craft a lot of other things with fabric, obviously also used for shelter. So where's this car? Here it is. There's something in the hood of this car. See, now we got everything here. And then I'm gonna go right here. There's a bunch of guys living here. More loot. There's also a fire pit, so if you get cold, that's where you can warm up. So I need to talk to this guy. His name is Drax. Apparently he has some furniture for me, and he actually gives me an improvised table for free, which is awesome. And then I also talk to him about his dog, and he tells me that I can actually get my own dog if I go to a gypsy camp, and he tells me where to find that. But for now, I'm going to stuff that further down my to-do list because I have more important things to do, like find more stuff to build a shelter. And I get to this lock and I'm so tempted to open this up because the easy ones are so easy to open, but I tell myself, don't do it, don't do it. Because stealing gets your morale down, and when your morale is down, your health goes down, and I really want to survive this first night. So everything I'm trying to do right now is geared towards surviving the first night. That's my top goal. I have not managed to do that in the previous 2 games I played. And ooh, well, we have a box of wine. Isn't that awesome? Oh my god, I just love looting. I just want to loot. It's a beautiful sunny day, so I think it's fine. You know, I'm okay right now. Not cold. Everything is fine. But I don't want to waste any time just sitting around looking at my loot and stuff. So I already know this is like a quick way to get up into the city right here. And I think there is some free stuff here. Yep. And this guy is not happy about me taking stuff, so I'm just gonna go. I don't want to have to deal with him. The first time I actually played this, I actually ended up in jail. It was a free bed, but it didn't really help me. I died anyway at the end. So surviving is the key. And another thing I learned here is that when you get a warning, I think it's one warning sign you can have per level you're at. So if you're level 1 and you hit one warning sign, you should actually not go any further. But I didn't know that at this point. As you can see, every time I hit this stinky thing, it's actually ripping my clothes just a little bit. The yellow one rips your clothes and the green one makes you more stinky. So it's not a good thing. Unfortunately, I didn't know, so my clothes are getting ripped and getting ripped some more. And you can imagine when your clothes are all ripped up and it gets really cold, that's not gonna really help you, right? So I'm learning this later, which you then can see if you keep watching this. But right now, I am kind of unaware that I can actually avoid this ripping clothes, because I'm just like, well, I kind of, as long as I don't hit those exclamation marks or those warning signs, I'm fine, right? But that's not what it is. So at this point, I'm like, let me just kind of head down there and kind of do that one thing that I'm supposed to do. And I'm like, wait, what's back here? I've never been back here before. There's a couple people, but I'm not supposed to talk to them quite yet, so I'm not going to waste my time. Ooh, what do we have here? I can actually break this stuff down, and I'm making the mistake here to actually break down my kettles because I thought, oh, it's here on the dismantle, right? So I'm supposed to dismantle it, but that doesn't mean just because it is there that you're supposed to dismantle it. You're actually not supposed to. It's just something you can do. And I can see here, I'm trying to fix my clothes now because I have ripped them so bad, and I'm so bad at this game, really bad. Sometimes I can do it, but most of the time I can't. And if you do that, if you try that too many times, every time you fail, it's actually ripping your clothes too. So it's kind of sometimes counterproductive if you're not very good at it. And so you can see me here. I think I still have one kettle, but I break it down later. Another mistake I made. So I'm going to check my journal right now here to kind of see how I didn't actually mean to take those pants off, right? Oh, I want to check out those pants, right? Just to compare them. And it looks like the ones I had on are better than the ones I found. I cannot fix my shoes right now. So I can break this down. Maybe I can fix them now. No, I'm still missing some stuff. All right. I'm gonna check on everything. So everything looks pretty good. My energy, my hunger, everything is pretty good. I'm not sick. All looks fine. It's very important that you check that frequently to make sure you don't, like, you see the warning signs of when you need to take action. So now see, oh, master. Oh, I can actually talk to this guy. Wow. What happened? Humble nobodies. So I'm just going to go through that a little faster than you can probably read. But at this point, he's basically just giving me some tips. You can ask him all kinds of things here that kind of may help you survive better. But I actually have to come to this guy a little later based on a mission But it doesn't hurt if you want to talk to him like early, like the way I did right now. So he's telling you how to warm up. So you see, you can ask him how to prevent you from freezing. Behind the shopping hours, he tells you who to talk to. Where do I get equipment for a shelter? Says big rusty containers. So he has a lot of really, really good tips here. See, each second of sleep counts. So this is another thing. You need to make sure that you sleep before you're so tired that you fall over. So I think I was like, okay, I can't do any more here, but he has definitely good tips. I do not want to do the locks, as I mentioned, quite yet, so I'm ignoring them. The first time I tried that, I literally like unlocked everything, and I stole so much that my morale just went down super fast, and then I was depressed, and then I got sick. So now I should stop, because I'm only level 1, but I keep going. I keep ripping the clothes I just fixed. Big mistake, but live and learn. So I thought, you know, I'm gonna show you what not to do so you can learn from my mistakes and you do not have to make those mistakes. As tempting as it is to dig through this whole container and find goodies, don't do it. And those question marks is where you actually find some better stuff, but because I suck so much at this game, I usually don't like to do that. So it's just, you know, I failed. The dumpster diving level goes up, but your clothes get ripped. Wow, I did it. But now I fail, I think, the third time. I just really suck at it. I don't know why, but I can't do it. Look at this woman's ass. I really have to look at it. She looks like she has painted on pants and she's actually naked.
Nah.
The graphics are really simple in this game, but they're kind of creative. I kind of like them because it doesn't have to be so super realistic. As much as I do love realistic graphics, sometimes it's just fun to kind of play something like this. This reminds me a lot of The Long Dark, which also doesn't have realistic graphics, but somehow the graphics just fit with the type of game, and graphics here really, really fit. You do not need super graphics for a game like this. This is actually quite artsy, and so I really dig it. So I'm going like crazy. Look, soap. You can find soap. And I haven't tried the soap yet, but as far as I know, the soap is going to help you wash up so you're not so stinky and you can actually talk to people, because I'm pretty sure they do not want to talk to you if you're stinky. And those bottles that you find, you can actually bring to the salesperson and they give you money for those bottles. So you can actually make quite a bit of money just returning those bottles. I think the most I ever had was like $120 so far. That's not bad for a homeless person. And at this point, I haven't really started begging yet, because I'm just kind of trying to go, oh yeah, and you can check all the phone booths and everything. And here's another, I think this is just the tobacco. No, this is the salesman. So the salesman, not the tobacconist, but the salesman, I have 9 bottles, so I can now return them, and he gave me $18 for it. That's pretty good. So I get $2 per bottle. That's very, very good. So this guy is not that good because you can't usually sell anything to him, and he doesn't really have stuff for survival. Not much. He's got the flashlight, but it's like super expensive. And then he got some booze, but you can find booze in the trash. So I have never really felt like I needed to purchase anything from him. But, you know, maybe someday I will. be able to afford a flashlight. Wouldn't that be nice? But then I need batteries, so I don't know. So I'm trying to find this guy now. There's a guy here somewhere. He lives somewhere here that I need to talk to about my head, why my head hurts. I'm pretty much right on him. I think he's down there. This just gets me here, and you can steal some stuff here, and you can also get in there if you have to perk, but there's usually always someone walking by, so I wouldn't recommend it unless you want to go to jail. So I need to find out how to get down. Here we are. I'm gonna go down right here. He's probably back here in the dark corner somewhere. Here we go. If you see this yellow icon, that's because it's for a mission. So Fergrin, that's his name. So I'm gonna talk to him, and he basically tells me that he doesn't know anything about a party, and he's never met me, that I need to talk to another guy. So I'm kind of just chit-chatting. He's telling me about some stuff. So he tells me to go to Bear. So my journal is updated, so I don't have to really remember this name because the journal is going to tell me what I need to do if I need to know about it. So I just keep chatting until I can't chat with him anymore. Because this is always good because it builds trust, and the more trust you have with someone, the more you can get from them. You can request some stuff, but it's going to cost you. See, not really good. Money-wise, I'm kind of sad. He can help you with depression, with energy. Then you can ask him questions to actually get perks. And so I decided to just move on because I want to make the most out of the day. So now I'm trying to figure out what should I do next. I mean, I want to check out the doggy, but I don't think I need the doggy right now. I really need to build a shelter so I have a place to sleep and store my stuff, but I need a lot of stuff for that, and I don't have anything for that yet. So I'm just trying to see what's back here. I want to make sure I do loot enough, so I just found a burger and some cigarette butts, and I decide not to loot all of them because I really don't want to shred my clothes any longer or anymore. Still don't know that I need to stay away from it as soon as I hit one warning sign. Live and learn. So what are we going to check out next? Kind of looking at my stuff here. If I can build anything. I still need to do why does my head hurt. I'm looking at my inventory and decide to actually have an apple. So that gives me 5 points and helps with the keeping the illness away. Unfortunately, I only have one apple, but at least it's fresh and it shouldn't make me sick like some of the food that you find on the streets. So I'm going to check those dumpsters. Ooh, newspaper, very, very good. Some scrap, some more scrap, some veggies, but I think they're like rotten. Take them anyway, you never know. Great. Bottle, more wine. And I think you have to be careful with the alcohol too, because you can get addicted to it, and I think, as far as I know, it makes you quicker sick. So I'm kind of trying not to grab the alcohol unless it's a last resort kind of thing. I don't know this city quite yet, so, and this map here is really, really hard to figure out because there's no street names. It's very rough. to kind of orient yourself. You can buy a map from the tobacconist, but it's quite expensive. And at this point, I'm like, as far as I can still kind of deal with this hand-drawn map, I'm gonna try to do it. When it starts getting too difficult, then I may just, you know, when I have a ton of money. So I'm just trying to see where I'm supposed to go. It's somewhere over here. And it's still sunny. But I know this can change fast. So I'm going to go back here. I need a perk for all this. I'll load something here. I should stop, but I'm not. Look, I found more alcohol. That's really why I don't buy anything from the tobacconist or the salesperson. And someone is talking to me, and I realize he's a thug who wants to rob me, but then he kind of lets me go because he's like, oh, he's just a beggar, he stinks, he must not have any money. Well, he doesn't know I actually do have some money, but I was lucky there, I guess. I don't know if I always will be lucky, but so far so good. So I'm trying to find this guy here. That's a fire barrel. I haven't figured out at this point yet how the fire barrels work. I don't know exactly what you have to put in the fire barrel to start a fire. And since I'm still warm, I don't want to kind of try it right now. Another burger. So it should be right back here. Another tobacconist. Yeah, I keep trying those guys, but I already know they always have the same stuff, so. It's somewhere back here, so I'm pretty close. Oh, not again. Okay, lets me go. Oh, still got my money. Okay, it's gotta have to be back here, right? See some light here. There's a crafting station. I'm gonna break this down. And here I'm making the mistake. I just broke down the kettle, which I really should have kept because it would have given me a water kettle to make hot tea. That would have probably helped a lot when I get cold. Oh well, it's gone. I had 2 of those. Look at that. I could do it. Sometimes I can do it. Well, the three green bars are a little bit easier than the 2 green bars. I can fix up all my clothes. If I can get this. And I got it. So lucky this time. And that's where I realized that I'm like, oh man, why did I just get rid of this kettle? I was like 1 scrap away from actually having a brand new kettle. Oh well. So here we go. This is Shrug. I need to talk to him, ask him about the party. And he's sending me to another guy. So I'm just chatting with him to build up some trust. And I'm sorry if I zoom through this, but if you want to read all the stuff that he said, you can pause the video, I guess, right? Because I was like, I want to just go and get stuff done as long as it's still day. So I was kind of in a hurry to do this. Alright, so... And I know that my journal is always updating, so I don't have to like really listen to what he says. And I'm getting out here, and I decided to check the journal. And it says, Shrug doesn't know about any recent parties. He sent you to see Master, who supposedly knows everything. See, here we go. Now I know what to do next. And I don't really remember anymore exactly where he was, but you know, I have a map here that tells me exactly where to go. So basically just have to go to my right again, and then straight, and that should kind of take me there. And that's why this map is not too bad. At least you know the direction you're going to. It's just sometimes hard when you have a lot of side streets to know which side street it actually is or how many blocks you have to walk, because it's so, you know, simple. So I already see I'm on the right track. I actually turned on the right corner. And of course I can't help myself. Found an apple, but someone already took a bite out. Ew. But you know, you gotta do what you gotta do when you try to survive. Ooh, found some stinky cheese. Oh my god, rip, rip, rip. Should I do it? I'll fail. I know I'll fail. Yeah, I knew it. I don't know. And because it rips every time, I'm just like, I don't want, I could try that 10 times and it would just rip and rip and rip. So, I don't know. I need to find a way to get better at this. This is already bad enough. The 3 rips or so that I already got from this. Ooh, and I just ran over this again. So whenever you run over it again, it just keeps ripping every time you run over it. So don't do that. Learn from my mistakes. Ooh, I could sleep here, right? I really need to sleep. I don't have any bedding. So I have nothing like that. That would be nice. Let's see if we can actually get a little bit of rest. And as much as this is good, it can also be bad because you're basically wasting a day sleeping. But it's easier to sleep during the day because you can sleep a lot longer. Because when you're super cold, you can barely sleep. It's just the being cold just wakes you up and then you barely get any sleep. Look at all the sleep I'm getting. I'm already at 60%. So definitely try to sleep during the day if you can. Because you'll be thankful when night comes around and you don't have to sleep. So I just woke up. It says, I can't do this right now because I'm too cold. But you know what? 60% is better than 0, right? So we're still heading in the right direction here to go see Master. So it's actually there to the right, but right here, I think it's here, and then I go here, and I run into this guy, which is another thug, and I'm lucky again, but then I managed to find it right here, because I recognize this from before. So here we are. So I ask Master about the party, and he tells me that he wants to have a draft beer to refresh his memory. Oh well. Gotta go and find a draft beer. No idea where to find that. Maybe I have to go and buy it. I don't know. So I'm checking my stuff right here, and I thought, okay, it's maybe good to kind of see if I can fix up my clothes again, because I kept ripping them over and over. Stupid me. And I can't even do this puzzle now. Alright. We did it. Okay, the coat is fixed. I cannot fix my pants. I don't have enough crafting materials, and the same goes for the shoes. But hey, the coat is important, right? So I'm gonna try to find my way back to where I started, because that's where I can build a shelter. So I'm gonna just kind of look if there's anything right here that I can do while I'm up here. I can do a bunch of stuff here, but I think the bivouac or shelter is probably going to be the most important thing right now. So you can kind of go this way. There's another way to get down here, but this I think is the fastest way right here. And I want to place this table I got from Drax now in my shelter and see what happens, because I don't know. I was never able to do this before. And I'm already tired. I can barely move. That's not a good sign. So let's place this table right now. If you can even call that a table. And you know what? This looks like a thing that you could sleep on. I would definitely try in real life, but you can't. You cannot. It's not letting you sleep. So that's all I can do for now, but I have to go and talk to Meisner because I have the ingredients for the Lifebringer liquid. So let's see if he can actually make that for me. Yep, we got a Lifebringer right here. What else can we talk to him about? Talk to him about the bed situation, and he tells me to get springs because he has an old bed that he could lend me if I give him some springs. And so I'm just chit-chatting with him in order to get the trust up a little bit. I'm at 19% right now. And now he tells me to kind of steal something from him, so I don't feel good about this, but I gotta try. Ooh, it worked. I should have probably stolen an apple. I don't know why I went for the ticket. I think that was the first thing that popped up. Anyway. So I decided to check my journal to see how things are going, and I see that my morale is at 22%. That's not good at all, so that kind of scares me a little bit. My temperature is pretty good at 71% or 72% right now. So that's actually really, really good. And I am only 50% tired, so that's really good. And that's only because I actually slept on that bus station bench during the day. Otherwise, I probably would be more like 10% right now or even 0. So my morale is broken, so I'm trying to heat up by the fire and hope that that's gonna kind of do something. And also when I stand around during the night, I never stand around anywhere else but near a fire because you lose temperature so fast. So when you want to check your journal, it's a good idea to kind of be close to a fire because then you can take all your time to look at things. And my morale is now at 18%. It's dropping drastically. As far as I know, I've read somewhere that you can actually just talk to people and that can help, but those guys don't really actually literally chat with me. They just kind of complain. So I'm just standing here, at least taking advantage of the fire and checking my stuff while I'm waiting to warm up. Actually, I am all the way warmed up. Now my morale is down to 17. And that's not good. Sleep is 50, food is still, so I'm actually okay on, well, sleep is going down though. I don't know how fast, but it is definitely going down. And so it looks like my clothes are still pretty in good shape, but they are stinky because it says here odor is 100%. I assume that's the worst. Aha, now we know why nobody talks to me. Huh. I gotta do something about that. Okay, so then I'm gonna just go through my stuff to kind of just see what I have here, because usually I loot without looking at what I get. I just take what I have, and look at that. I can actually scratch this ticket. Maybe I win $1 million and I don't have to do this anymore. Ha! Wishful thinking, right? Yeah, see, I didn't get anything. I didn't get anything, really? Like, not even one? Nope. But I have another one. Don't know where I found them, but here's another one, so let's cross our fingers. I get at least something. Nope. Nothing here. So now this is just gonna be paper for a fire, right? So we have some bones, which I don't know why I picked them up because they're worth nothing. Some strange paper or interesting paper that I don't know if I'm supposed to hold on to it or not. If it's interesting, then I should hold on to it, right? Oh yeah, thank you. I already knew that I'm smelling. It's telling me now, so it must be really bad. Okay, so looks like we have a mission here. What does he want? Oh, I just completed the quest Armory. Okay. I don't even know what that was about. I think just learning how to defend myself. And now I can do weapon mastery. Yeah, I don't really want to do that quite yet. And then this already refilled again. This is so cool that those stations refill. Oh, here's Beefcake. Yeah, I can't talk to him or about him. Okay. Alright. Oh, I can at least say hi. Oh, I can chat with him. Telling me that they're all former prisoners. Alright, that's good to know, I guess. So let's talk to him again. And he's basically telling me that someone stole his favorite chair and he thinks that it was Beefcake, the guy that I just tried to talk to. And then I got a new journal entry, and then I tried to chat with him, and he's basically showing me a crowbar. But of course, he's not going to give it to me for free. But he actually also didn't offer to sell it to me, so I don't know why he told me about it or why he showed it to me. Maybe to intimidate me? I don't know. Alright, it says one of Drax's new neighbors stole his favorite chair. However, Drax, afraid to confront him about it, talked to Beefcake about it. So, great, I have to confront Beefcake. I'm the newbie here, so I don't know if that's such a good idea. It's a really nice chair you have here. It's effing comfortable, let me tell you. Wait, you mean that hobo? The dog? Sorry, dude. He's gonna, and he says, bring me 2 rolls and some ham, and I may be giving it to you. 2 rolls and some ham? Where am I gonna get this? So I'm like starving myself, and I have to get this guy some food just so he gives up the chair that he actually stole? Yep, that's what I have to do. Great. So it's still night, so I'm actually kind of worried about walking away from the fire because I'm already not doing so well here. My morale is 13%. I need some sleep soon. It's not too bad yet, but it's in the orange, so that's not good. It's supposed to be in the green. And yes, you can reload all those places again and again because they keep refilling, just like in real life. If you loot a trash can, you go there next day, there's stuff in it again, right? And so that's why the dumpsters and trash cans and all those places keep refilling. So that's actually pretty realistic. So there's a bunch of guys living back here, and as far as I remember, those are all things that you have to unlock and steal. And there's a crafting station, of course, because there's always a crafting station where there's a hobo camp. So I'm like, I want to do it so badly, but it would be a really bad idea to do that now because it would just get my morale down to 0, like super fast. And it probably will go there anyway if I can't find something to boost it very soon. And I think there's nothing back there, so I'm heading up into the city here. And it looks like it's we're nearing the morning now. I've already looted this. This hasn't refilled yet. I'm trying this one more time here. Oh, I actually got it this time, and I got a sports jacket. That's actually really good. So it looks like it's a newer jacket and a warmer jacket. So let's check it out real quick. I think it is, yeah. So let's see if we switch that here. Yeah, it's definitely warmer and also more water resistant, which totally makes sense. So awesome. That was a great find. I'm so glad I was finally able to do this puzzle. But at this point, I don't want to waste any more time because I gotta have to do something quick to boost my morale if I want to survive the rest of this night here. It's at 3% now and my temperature's at 0. So I need to find a warm place. I've spent too much time out here, even though it seems like I've only been away from the fire for like 5 minutes. But I know there's a bunch of hobos hanging out at the train station, and they have a couple of fires going there, so I hope I can make it there. I'm already kind of slowing down. Partially slowing down, so I don't even know if I can make it there without just crashing on the ground. I'm seriously concerned at this point. I'm gonna make sure I don't miss it. And of course, I can't help it, and I have to quite quickly look if there's some food, and I find a burger and some cookies. Okay. Something here. Anything that boosts my morale is helpful at this point. Okay, those cigarettes, I think they help too with the morale, so... But they're not so good for my health, so it's kind of like a trade-off. Some money. More cigarettes. Oh god, I did see when you go, I should have left it. Alright, so here we are. Is another hobo camp. And there's actually 3 fires here, so let's just warm up real quick and see how bad the situation is here. Still need to get those rolls and ham. So my morale is at 0 now. My sleep is dropping fast. I'm hungry too. My health is 46. That's not good at all. So this smoking a little bit is boosting my morale just a bit, but barely makes a dent. And I don't know how long that's gonna last. Probably will drop right away again. I could drink this drink. I could eat something. That's only kind of pushing it up a couple points. And so then I go and look through my stuff here, and I realize that I actually have all the ingredients now to craft another Lifebringer. In order to actually craft a Lifebringer, you have to do this puzzle, so they make it a little bit harder on you. You can't just craft it, you have to work for it. And I managed to do that, so I'm really happy about that. But I make the mistake to not actually take advantage of having enough Lifebringer. Instead, I decide to grab a joint, and that actually only boosts my morale for like 3%. I should have probably drinking a Lifebringer here at this point. It would have boosted my morale up a lot higher. So it is what it is, but you know, I had to try this joint, right? So I'm checking this out real quick. You can change character here, so I'm like, nah, that's really not the good time for it right now. So let's just see what else we can do here to feel a little bit better. I don't remember anything. So I'm just chit-chatting with him because I want to kind of build trust with those guys. And he basically tells me how to become a respectable guzzler, which means I have to drink with 3 guys around the corner somewhere. But that's definitely not the right time for this right now. But it is a quest that I can look forward to if I happen to live longer. I'm not so sure about it at this point. So I try to talk to those guys here because I want to build respect with all of them. I can't really chat with them, and I need a perk for that. So nothing more to do here. Warm up a little bit more, but I kind of need to go. It sure is nice to stand by the warm fire, and I get out and I realize it's day. That means I finally survived my first night. And that alone is already a big morale booster. Well, at least for me, probably not for my character, right? Even though he should be very happy. But I guess if he feels bad, he feels bad, and everything has been looted. I kind of forgot that I just looted that before I went to go see the guys. So what I have to do now is actually find a place to sleep. And those benches just look very inviting right now. I don't have anything to sleep on, but hopefully I can sleep long enough here to boost my morale a little bit. Because it's been down to like 15, I think, but it's going up. So let's cross our fingers that this lasts. And then after that, I probably should go eat something. Because my hunger is pretty bad too. So far so good, I'm still sleeping. But I hope I can go above 50%. That would be very, very good. So let's see, we're 36. Oh no. No, I couldn't even make it to 50%. Oh, that sucks. Oh, a burger, yes. The one thing I realized when I pick up those burgers and pizzas, I can never see those in my inventory. I think it just goes into a thing called scrap food. Because it looks so nice here, but then you look in your inventory and it looks like a bunch of stuff that you really shouldn't eat. But I have no choice, right? Because I tried to buy food from the salesman, but it's so expensive. So now I was about to go back to Meisner and I crash on the ground and I can't do anything about it. I can't move. And I'm like, wait, I just slept. Why? What's going on? Why am I crashing? What am I supposed to do? So I'm a little bit unsure of what I should do quickly. Let's check. Yeah, it's my morale. It has to be my morale. So if my morale is down, then I can't really function anymore, seems. So I need to do something quick. Eat something, that always helps. And oh yes, the Lifebringer at this point is a must. I thought I had two. Smoke some. And so my numbers actually came up quite a bit here. I mean, my morale is like 21%. I'm in the orange, which is not so bad, but now things can't get any worse. It's starting to rain, and I have learned that you're not supposed to get wet, because if you get wet, you get cold and then you get sick, and then things really go down the hill quick. So I'm like, oh my god, I gotta go back to those guys. Those are the closest place I know with fire pits. If I can quickly make it there without getting too far, and now I get a warning, my morale is broken, I can't believe it. I just pushed it up to 21%, so let's see what the hell happened. My morale is 22%, so I don't know why I get this warning, but my health is at 10%, so that's really, really bad, and it's dropping fast. So I can literally just see it dropping in front of my eyes, and I do not know what to do to prevent my health from dropping, because eating something and drinking something apparently still didn't help with my health. And I know if I can get my morale up a lot, that may help. But now my only chance is to go and stand by the fire and hope that that's going to help or prevent me from getting any sicker than I already am. So let's see. So my health is at 6% right now. Is it dropping or is it not? Yeah, it's dropping. So I'm pretty much kind of ready to not survive much longer. 4%, and I am frantically looking through my stuff here to see if there's anything that could help me. At one point I found some herbal tea, but I don't think I have any herbal tea. I don't see any herbal tea. I can't really eat and drink paint or glue, so or paper or any of that stuff that I collected to build a shelter. I have a bandage that's getting my health up, but I guess I could try it. So now I have it at 10%. So basically I just prevented my health to go to 0, but it's already dropping again. So something is dropping my health drastically. And so I'm literally like, I wished I knew what to do at this point. I don't have time to think about it and stand around. I gotta do something. I gotta do something fast. I have to. I feel like the pressure is on, and the more pressure I have, the less I can think. And so I'm like just desperate at this point. I'm like, there has to be something that you can do in a situation like this. It can't just be that you can just not do anything about it. But I'm still very, very new to this game, and even though I did play it a couple times before, I didn't play long at all and still have a lot to learn about this game. But I'm going to the salesman here and I'm like, oh no, it's a tobacconist. He doesn't have anything. He has booze, but I have booze. So I don't think that's gonna actually do me any favors, because if you drink a lot of alcohol, it's actually going to affect your health negatively. And there's another tobacconist, and I'm thinking, does he have something different? No, they both sell the same thing. I don't need any of this stuff, right? I'm gonna grab some money, not that it really matters, but I'm still hoping for some kind of miracle at this point. I'm like, something, maybe I'm finding some herbal tea or some medicine or something that I can use here. So I'm just frantically kind of running around and taking my last few breaths until I die again. But at least I survived the night. So you can actually revive yourself and continue from this point, even though it's gonna cost some, but that's what I'm gonna do. So you'll see another video soon. I hope you enjoyed this. Until next time, take care. Bye bye.